Namaste. In this tutorial video, we will look at creating English captions for one of Mooji's videos, and we will take this lesson from the very start of the process. So when you have a link in Amara for a video to create captions for, and you go to that link, you'll come to a page that looks like this. To create English captions, the first thing you'll do is click on the link here on the left for English. In this screen you'll see the most recent revision of the captions displayed, and in order to edit these captions we just click on the button that says Edit Subtitles. This brings us to the editor, which is where we will be doing our work to create the captions. For most of our videos, if captions haven't been created, you'll see this as the first caption. All we need to do is to delete this first caption. The first step of subtitling is to type what you hear. So you can see over here on the right of the screen we have 3 steps. The first step is typing the captions themselves. So some things that I'll point out before we start are keyboard controls, such as the ones mentioned over here on the left side of the screen. So we can play or pause the video with the Tab key on the keyboard. We can skip back with Shift and Tab, and we can insert a line break in a caption with Shift and Enter. So in this first step of captioning, and I'll tell you that there are many ways to do this, and I encourage you to find the way that feels most natural and easy for you. I'm just going to demonstrate the way that I create captions. Please take from it what's useful to you and make it your own. So I'm going to start by playing the video, and because the way that we caption is to create whole phrases when possible in a single caption, that's the way I'm going to attempt to type it. Now, don't worry too much about this part or getting it right or having the right length or even the right spellings and so forth, because in the second and third step we'll have an opportunity to make changes. And if you get too worked up in this first step, then you might get frustrated. So as much as possible, just relax. Remember that you can tab to pause the video to catch up in your typing of what's being said, and don't worry too much about getting it just right this first time around. So let's begin. I'm going to press the Tab key to make the video play. Now, I just hit the Tab key to make the video stop, so I can point out that when there's text that appears on the screen, like the title that we see here, we type that. And in general, we type it exactly the way that it's shown on the screen. So in this case, it's in all caps, and I will just type what is shown there. When I hit the Enter key, it will take me to the next caption. So I'll do that for now, and just remember that where we choose to break the captions, we can always change later in the review step. So now I'll hit the Tab key again and continue the video. I'll hit the Tab key again just so I don't feel like I have to be rushed while I type what's on this screen. Notice that there are 3 lines of text on this screen. I think the way that I will do it is to put Satsang with Mooji in a single caption, and then in the next caption I'll put 2 lines to match what I see on the screen. And remember that I'm just pressing Shift and Enter to create a second line in the same caption. Now I'll hit the Tab key again to continue the video.
Just now, there's something that feels very clear as you're speaking.
I'm going to stop there, and first of all I'm going to indicate that the questioner is speaking with the word questioner. She said just now, and I've got to go back and listen one more time, so we'll do that.
Just now, there's something that feels very clear as you're speaking.
just now there feels something very clear as you're speaking. Let's just make sure I got that right.
Just now, there's something that feels very clear as you're speaking.
So I didn't get that exactly right, which is okay. So now, when I look at this line, first of all, you'll notice that she repeated the word just. And we don't need to repeat that word in the captions because it doesn't add anything to what's being said. It doesn't make it anything more clear, and it adds to our character count. So you can see that in this caption there are 78 characters. And 78 characters is a bit much. But as I said, let's not worry too much about the character count and where we're breaking the captions at this point. I'm just going to let it go for the moment, try to capture the phrases as I go through this first step. And in the review step, we'll go back and work out the correct caption length, maybe breaking captions up. So I'll continue the video for now. I'm going to hit the Enter key to complete this caption, and we'll continue.
It would be hard to give words to it because it's something.
It's beyond.
It would be hard to give words to it.
To give words to it because it's something.
It's beyond.
Because it's something. And then Mooji begins to speak in the middle of the questioner's speech. And let's listen to what he says.
To give words to it because it's something.
It's beyond the words. No?
And he says it's beyond the words.
Yes.
And then the questioner says, yes. Now, Mooji says it's beyond the words, no? And we can put that because he's asking the questioner. He's asking the questioner, it's beyond the words, isn't it? And the questioner answers yes. Now, a couple more things I'll point out here. Mooji spoke, and so I insert the speaker indicator here, Mooji, inside the square brackets. And then when the questioner speaks again, instead of putting the word questioner, I use the abbreviation Q with a full stop to indicate that the questioner is speaking. So let's continue from here.
But just to, can I follow through a little more?
Please, I will not.
Okay, so let's just listen to that one more time.
But just to, can I follow through a little more?
Please, I will not let you get away.
Oh,
I'm not very sure. It's not clear to me exactly what the questioner's saying here, so let's listen again.
just to, can I follow through a little more?
Please, I will not let you get away.
Oh,
Okay, so the questioner says, so I'm going to paraphrase this a little bit.
just to, can I follow through a little more?
Please.
So I think she says, can I follow through for a moment? It's not exactly what she says. And then Mooji says, please, I will not let you get away. Let's just confirm that's what he says.
But just to, can I follow through a little more?
Please, I will not let you get away.
Oh, thank you.
And the questioner says, thank you. And let's continue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really, because I'm ready to run.
So she actually says, oh, thank you, because I'm ready to run. So she actually says thank you a couple of times. Let's listen to what she says again.
You get away.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really, because I'm ready to run. I was expecting to feel different.
Yes.
I was
expecting to feel different. Let's hear what she says next.
different.
Yes.
I was expecting to feel a universal feeling.
Yes.
I was expecting to feel a universal feeling.
To feel a universal feeling,
Yes,
one
yes.
with everything.
Yes, yes.
So she says, I was expecting to feel a universal feeling, one with everything. And Mooji, you'll notice, is answering yes, yes, yes as she speaks. I'm going to leave it out for now, and we may decide to go back and add that in. But for the moment, he's acknowledging what she's saying, and we could put that in, but we won't. I won't do that right now. We'll see how it looks when we go back and look at the thing as a whole. So when I go back to looking at the video, I'll tell you that I hit the Shift Tab key to go back just a little bit so I can hear the thing that was just said and let it continue. So I hit Shift Tab and it's going to go back a little bit and then continue playing.
Expecting to feel a universal feeling,
Yes,
one
yes.
with everything.
Yes, yes.
I'm not feeling, that's not there.
Yes.
And she says, that's not there. So she actually says, I'm not feeling, and then she restarts and says, that's not there. So instead of repeating the I'm not feeling, at the moment I'm going to choose to put just that's not there. Again, we can always go back and readjust this if we feel it needs to be put in. So again, I'm going to hit Shift Tab and then followed by Tab to restart the video.
That's not there.
Yes.
It's different.
Yes. That was.
Now in this case, I'm gonna put in that Mooji's saying, yes, it just feels right to me at this moment, just to indicate that he is acknowledging what she is saying. Now I'll skip back a little bit and we'll continue.
That was the anticipation.
So Mooji says, yes, that was the anticipation.
It will feel how it feels. A feeling like what you imagine may come.
It will feel how it feels. A feeling like what you imagine may come. Let's just listen to that part again.
A feeling like what you imagine may come. But that is not a requirement.
But that is not a requirement. Now don't worry too much about grammar at this point either. We can fix that up when we do the review, because I may choose to make this, put a comma at the end of the previous caption and make this a continuation of the sentence, which I think is the correct thing, but we'll come back to that.
It is not a condition. That must happen to say, aha, then that means now you see?
It is not a condition. Let's go back and listen again.
That must happen to say, aha, then that means now you see?
Let's just listen a bit more from here.
That must happen to say, aha, then that means now you see?
So this part is a bit
That
tricky.
must happen to say, aha, then that means now you see? This is prior to everything.
I'm going to listen to that once more.
Must happen to say, aha, then that means now
Now, that means, I might leave it at that. I'm going to listen once more.
It is not a condition. That must happen to say, aha, then that means now
To say,
that must happen to say, aha, then that means now you see?
so I'm going to leave it at this right now, with it is not a condition that must happen to say, aha, then now that means I, so forth. And we're going to continue from here. We may go back in the review step and change this, but we're going to leave it this way for now.
This is prior to everything.
This is prior to everything.
No quality can convey it. No sensation, no feeling.
No quality can convey it. No sensation.
No sensation, no feeling. When it is recognized in one body, an expression such as aha may happen.
When it is recognized in one body, an expression may happen. Let's listen again.
An expression such as aha may happen.
Such as aha may happen.
Body.
I'm going to go back a little further.
Recognized in one body, an expression such as aha may happen. But this aha is not it.
But this aha is not it. So we'll continue on like this for the remainder of the video, just typing what we hear. You can see with a little bit of variation. So there are some things that, some words that are being left out. We may find at some point that there are some words that we insert just to make the meaning clear and make the phrases complete. But as I said at the start, don't worry too much about exactly what you're typing in at this point. What we're doing now is we're just getting the captions filled in, and then after we sync the captions and we're in a syncing and reviewing step, we'll make some changes. That's all for this part of the tutorial. We'll continue next with sync timing and reviewing. Thank you.